Check out urban legends are the stuff of fiction until they aren't. If you don't have a strong stomach, you might want to rethink your choices, because we'll be looking at corpses found hidden under hotel beds and cold-blooded reptiles lurking in city sewers. And then there's a terrifying case of a family murdered by someone who had been living in their attic. And remember that tanning bed scene in Final Destination? Here are 5 urban legends that are actually true. 5. The corpse under the bed. We've all heard some version of this nightmare. Hotel guests check in, settle down, and soon start complaining about a strange smell. The source? A body hidden under the bed or stuffed inside the mattress. Sounds too wild to be real, right? But believe it or not, this urban legend has actually happened multiple times. There have been reports from cities like Las Vegas, Atlantic City, and Kansas City, where unsuspecting guests unknowingly slept just above decomposing bodies. In fact, one of the most infamous cases took place in 1999, when a German couple in Atlantic City spent the night with a corpse hidden in the box spring beneath them. 4. The leaping lawyer. Have you ever heard the one about a lawyer who tried to show off by running full speed into a window to prove how strong it was, only for the window to break and send him tumbling to his death? In 1993, Gary Hoy, a lawyer in Toronto, lost his life after demonstrating the strength of his office's glass windows by throwing himself against one. The glass didn't shatter, but the window frame gave way, and Hoy fell from the 24th floor. 3. Murderers entering apartments via medicine cabinets. It sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, but this urban legend turned out to be all too real. The legend goes that in certain apartment buildings, murderers could sneak into your home by crawling through the medicine cabinet. While that might seem absurd at first, a disturbing case from 1980 Chicago proved this horrifyingly true. A man used a tunnel-like gap between 2 apartment walls to crawl through a connected medicine cabinet and commit murder. The incident was so terrifying it inspired multiple horror films, including Candyman. 2. The case of the familiar cadaver. There's an urban legend about a medical student who walked into class, only to realize they were about to dissect a relative. Grim, right? In 1982, a medical student recognized one of the cadavers as her great-aunt during a dissection seminar. According to a letter published by 2 staff members, the student informed the director of her suspicion before the second lab session. It was confirmed that the cadaver was, in fact, her great-aunt, and the body was immediately removed from the class to avoid further distress. Strangely enough, the student and her great-aunt had once discussed the merits of body donation to science, but discovering her relative on the dissection table was a shock no one could have prepared for. 1. The body in the chimney. It's a creepy sleepover story. People hear strange noises coming from the chimney and think it's an animal, and a few days later, a foul smell fills the house. Since we're on urban legends, yes, it's always the body of the would-be robber or thief that got stuck. Well, the terrible story turned out to be all too real in 1984, when a man named Joseph Schexnayder was found wedged in the chimney of a Louisiana bank, 27 years after he went missing. As there were no signs of injuries or foul play, authorities believe that he tried to enter the building through the chimney, got stuck, and ultimately died there. That's it for today. Follow us for more fact stories.